Dude, doesn't that rip?
You're an idiot.
No, you're an idiot.
Welcome back to anyone that wants peace in the Middle East. It's the You're an Idiot podcast. I'm Alex Dragovich with my fat co-host, Geoffrey Osmond.
Wow, a topical intro. Drago, you know
the
what?
Kid.
That was a good job. I hate to say that. That pains me to say, but you did a good job.
I want peace.
He just wants peace in the Middle East, folks.
No power, no peace. What is it called? What is it? No.
What do you think this?
No justice, no peace.
Yes, it's no justice, no peace. No power, no peace. Wow, say it louder that you did not go to a BLM protest in 2020, Alex.
Peace comes at a price, folks. We all know this.
I would like to see you go to a rally and try to make slogans.
I'll tell you what, if I went to a rally, I would grill. I would fucking, you know what I'm saying? I'd be that guy. I'd be making dogs, you know?
Yeah. You think there's a guy grilling at the protest?
People got to eat.
Are you making money off of it? You can't be profiting off of it.
No, but it's
you can't be the guy at the BLM protest. $2.
It's like
$2 for a dog.
Tell me this: if you went to a protest, tell me after a couple hours you wouldn't want.
If it's for free, I think that's a great idea. If you're willing to take the hit, lose $500 and grill, I think you'd be a hero.
You'd want a burger, right?
Yeah, you could be the beer guy too.
Yeah,
get people liquored up, get a little.
Dude,
I think if you handed out joints at a protest, it would dissipate in about half an hour.
Oh,
you can't be angry.
Oh,
you just go home. Yeah, I'm high.
Yeah,
let's go. Can we play Steely Dan?
I'm flipping burgers and I'm playing music like
You're blasting yacht rock in the middle of like an angry protest.
Yeah.
You can't be mad when like Seals and Croft is playing.
Guys, yeah.
Summer Breeze.
Come on. What's that guy doing? I'm like, I'm here for the cause. Fucking have a burger, dude. Cheese or no cheese.
You just wearing a Grateful Dead shirt in the middle of a chaotic anti-Palestine protest.
Everyone's just saying fuck the police. I'm like, yeah, who's hungry? Who's hungry?
Grab a Snickers.
Yeah.
They've never done that Snickers commercial where like a Klan rally's happening, you hand him a Snickers and he's like, I love Michael Jordan.
That's what Snickers should do. They're like, we're very upset about what's going on in like Gaza.
Yeah, and then hand an Israeli soldier a Snickers bar. He's like, they're not dogs after all. I don't want to kill them. What's the Snickers slogan? Hungry? You're not you when you're hungry. Grab a Snickers. It's a protest.
That's true.
That's actually a really good idea. I'll write that down, folks. Snickers ad.
Snickers ad.
Snickers ad. There
Guys,
we go, Drago.
We write during the pod.
We're creative people. Sorry, folks.
You said you had a little cute story for me.
It's not cute at all, but I think it'll be good to make you think you're superior than me. I got to bring myself down every once in a while, folks.
Talk to me.
I was supposed to do 2 sold-out shows.
Oh, yeah.
You saw this? I mean, the people might not know.
We talked about it in the chat for a while.
Yeah. But the people don't know. I was supposed to do 2 sold-out shows in Vancouver, Canada last Thursday, folks. Woke up in a fever dream in Portland, Oregon, realized I had not brought my passport, had left it on the counter in New York City. Once more, after I paid like $500 to expedite it too, because I didn't think I was going to get a new one in time. I paid like $500 to get it quicker.
Oh no!
And I got it, and I just completely forgot about it.
You forgot about your passport?
I usually put I usually put it in a pocket. We moved. I had taken it out of that pocket during moving, and it was no longer there.
Where is it now?
It's in the pocket of my backpack. I always keep it in. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and I'd taken it out when we were moving. But yeah, I woke up at like 5 in the morning. My brain knew. It somehow knew. And
your brain woke you up?
I woke up like in a sweat at 5 in the morning. Like,
you're subconscious.
It like knew. It was like, you fucked up, bitch.
Oh, that's like in movies where like someone knows that like something's going on.
Wow. Really? Very good.
That's
like in a movie where someone knows something's happening.
When the guy's like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, they wake up like, Grandma just died. Or
it's
whatever.
The funniest thing in the movie Hot Rod. Andy Samberg, he wakes up, he goes, Hoobastank.
I don't even get it.
You don't remember? It's just funny to say.
Oh, it's just funny to say.
Not every joke has to have a premise set up punchline.
That's like a type of absurd humor
robot.
I don't quite understand. Why would he say Hoobastank?
I hate that you think.
If he woke up and was like, Hoobastank just released an album, like that's funny. Because that would be like an event that could happen. Just saying that's not my type of humor, ladies and gentlemen.
Jokes are not in ones and zeros, man. You fucking computer.
They are, and people like them. The robots are taking over. Mind if I join, fellas? Mind if I join? Come on. Me just sidling up to our robot masters. I could fit in. They won't kill me.
They would kind of love you.
They won't kill me. I don't look them in the eye. They don't look me in the eye. I'll get along well with the robot overlords. They're like, you know all the capitals? We don't know all the capitals.
Your voice, in a muffled version, sounds like a computer. It's like... What
the fuck? I take offense to that. I think
that's your voice, dude.
Wow. Yeah, I do have a robotic voice. I get made fun of it for all the time online.
Jeff's voice sucks. Body sucks. Face sucks.
You know what? The people I've been I finally got like an 8K video of me doing stand-up. Every other comment is about my moles. Every other comment on even videos that are going viral, they're like, is he really walking outside with those whiteheads on his face?
Right.
They're moles, folks.
Oh my God.
You think I would walk outside with pimples this big?
I forgot. I have a story.
Okay.
I forgot that I wrote this down.
He interrupts me, folks. The tale is old as
I did this one-nighter in New Jersey. On Friday night. And
with Tucker, our friend Tucker.
Yeah, with
Brookshire.
Tucker. I'm probably like 20 minutes into my set, this girl, I noticed this girl walking in through the back. She's just kind of like muffling around, I don't know. She clearly wasn't there for the show.
Where's this show? At like a brewery or something?
Yeah, in a brewery in South Jersey. So then I just, I go into crowd work and I just go, how long have you two been together for? And she goes, hey, wait, stop. And I was like, what?
Oh, no.
And she walks a few steps up and I go, what? She goes, stop. I go, what? She goes, you're copying Matt Rife. I swear to God on my life, Jeff. I asked the couple how long they've been together for. She goes, you're copying Matt Rife. And I was like, no, I'm not. You dumb whore. What the fuck?
That's like a lady bursting.
It was crazy.
Bursting into a John Mayer concert. You're copying Jimi Hendrix. Hendrix did that.
I could not, just a classic
Wow. Only Matt
question.
Rife could ask, how long have you two been together? That's how stupid people are who like Matt Rife. That's how stupid his fans are. Oh my God. How did he figure out to ask how they met? How did he come up with that?
People have been asking that question for 50 years.
He just happens to have a jawline that he bought, folks. Just because I have these two moles doesn't mean I'm not also changing the game.
How long have you two been together? That's Matt Rife?
That's it. What did you say to her? Did you lose it? I would have lost it. I would have. That woman would have gone home crying. I hate to say it.
And then so we went back and forth a little bit. I said, you're not hot enough to be this mean.
That's perfect.
And
was she not hot?
Half the crowd liked it, half the crowd hated
They
that.
were on her side after that?
Well, she just kind of...
Was she hot? Is that the problem?
No, she kind of came in drunk. I think, this was like an older crowd, middle-aged people.
They didn't even get the reference.
They didn't get the Matt Rife thing. They definitely didn't get the Matt Rife thing. And I think that they were just like it's like a sleepy beach town. And they were just they were fine. But once I was shitting on some girl who I found out she worked at the bar, so they all knew her. They worked at the brewery. They all knew her.
Mistake we've all made.
And
yes.
it went okay, but not like the pop that I was hoping for, like a club. I think I would have gone at a club. No, when I said you're not hot enough to be this.
Oh
mean.
Yeah, no, that would have killed at a
a
40-year-old or under crowd. That would have killed.
Yeah, and it was
that's tough.
Yeah.
So. Are you self-deprecating? Ronnie Dangerfield did that.
It was unbelievable. You're not allowed.
Someone bursts in when I say the N-word. Richard Pryor did that.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy. So,
that makes me so
I was thinking about that.
How old was this woman who heckled you?
She's probably 25.
Jesus. Oh my God.
So then after
white,
yeah,
blonde. No. Okay.
So after we go to my boy's beach house.
Oh, you got to go to the beach house again.
Well, because it's near the brewery,
right.
So we stay the night. So instead of having to I don't know, find a hotel or whatever.
Yeah, why not?
My boy Nick hooked it up. It's his beach house. It's a fucking beautiful place.
Yeah.
I don't need to get into it. It's a fucking amazing place.
What does this have to do with the story?
We smoke weed on the deck.
Okay, here we go.
Next morning. Or on the top deck, right outside Tucker's room. The room that Tucker took, we smoked on the porch.
Sure, and someone squealed on you.
No.
Oh.
I wake up.
Oh my God.
Smells like fucking weed. Tucker left his roach on the bathroom counter. And it smelled like weed on the whole third floor.
Can't do that. Why would he leave the roach inside? Tucker's a veteran of smoking
I was
weed,
like, dude,
too.
we can't fucking leave until you fucking fix this shit. It's like this house is like,
How do you
he looked
fix
up
that?
He looked up how much it was worth on Zillow and shit. And it was just like I'm like, dude, this is like such a favor for my friend. Like, you can't be doing this. He's like, oh, it's not a big deal. It'll be gone in 2 hours. I woke up with it being like fucking.
I do agree it'll be gone in probably 6 to 8 hours after you wake up. It would have been gone by night. Have you never smoked weed inside before? It doesn't stay there forever. It's not a forever smell. It's not blood. It's just weed.
I know.
I understand a little anxiety, but was anyone going to be there that night?
I don't think so.
No, you're completely in the clear. I still can't get over the Matt Rife lady. That is
crazy.
Upsetting. It's upsetting.
He took crowd work?
Yeah, I guess that's his thing. We all do it better than him. God, that we don't even want it. We don't want to get in too public of a feud with someone who's
copying
below
Matt.
us.
I stole his intellectual property.
You said "shake it off." Taylor Swift made that up.
I mean, unbelievable.
What's going on? Marvin Gaye came up with that phrase. Hey Jude, the Beatles said that first. What? Just like a random phrase. That's so funny.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know where to go from that. Yeah, that's tough. Well, actually, you know what, Drago? A lot of people have been asking you. People have been waiting, folks. I think we need his take. Drago, Izzy, Palestine.
Izzy P.
Israel versus
Izzy P. Volume 12.
Izzy P. Volume 12. The 19th Intifada, folks. That's what they called it in Palestine. Who do you got, Drago? Israel or Palestine?
So all right, let me give you a little background. Here's my understanding of it.
Yes, I would like that. What do you think? What's happening over there?
After World War II.
Oh, you're going way back. Okay, have you read a couple articles?
No.
No.
My boy Nate stayed with me after his breakup for a month. So
Nate, who was on our podcast. Okay,
Yeah,
Nate would have talked about Palestine for a long time.
I had a basically human encyclopedia next to me.
And he's like an anarchist. He's definitely pro-Palestine.
Yeah, Nate's a G. He's amazing. But he was like, so basically from what I understand is that after World War II, Israel wanted their own place to call home, essentially.
Okay,
they wanted to go, and them getting back to taking Palestine back, they got the help from USA, Italy, and France, I believe.
Britain was the main one, but yeah, those.
But they helped fund them to basically for the Jews to retake over.
They funded
over
immigration
Palestine.
programs to go there. Yeah,
and
basically promised land that wasn't necessarily there.
Exactly. So that's where, and that's why people say it gets complicated, because Israel's like, we've been there for thousands of years, but Palestine was like, actually, that was our thing for the
yeah. Yeah, whether they've been there for thousands of years is debatable. Yeah.
So then
a few were, not that many though, really.
So now everything that's going on, it seems like I guess I can kind of see both sides.
Oh no! I didn't know you were gonna go wishy-washy, centrist, Hillary Clinton bullshit here.
It's honestly it's hard to know, but I'll say this: what he said, that
there's no way Nate said it's hard to know. I know Nate picked a side. Yeah.
Palestine's land being basically like the open air prison. I understand. That kind of stinks. That kind of stinks.
You heard it here first from Alex Dragovich. Open air prisons for 2.2 million people stink.
Not lit.
That ain't lit. It's bad.
According to me.
We can all agree on that. Open air prisons, no good.
So, yeah, it seems like I hope the P's are doing okay. I hope the
P's are
doing hope the Izzies are doing all right, too. But
sure, a little less so.
I don't know how I'm so... but you might need to school me on this, how the Izzies are justifying, they're justifying the peaceful way of genociding them essentially lately.
They're
basically saying they gave them 24 hours.
To leave. Yeah. They told 1.1 million people they have 24 hours to leave their ancestral homeland, which is impossible. You can't.
Yeah.
And it's a very densely packed. There's no way.
Traffic's got to be a bitch to get out of the
being the traffic reporter in Gaza right now, it's pretty wild.
The Gaza.
Well, on the main highway, there's 45,000 Israeli troops. It looks like
Seems like they're blocking the first exit.
the commute to South Gaza is looking like 9 to 10 months, folks. 9 to 10 months to make it to your job in South Gaza.
Yeah, it's a tough day. Tough day.
There is a firefight on Highway 35, folks. Bodies everywhere. Should clear up by early afternoon. Yeah. Asking a million people to leave in 24 hours is a war crime, and it's genocide.
How's my knowledge so far?
You've actually been killing it. You could argue it happened before World War II, but that's a pretty nitpicky point. Otherwise, you've been kind of killing it. What else have you been learning?
Okay. About.
Just what do you know? Just dump your knowledge about this. I'm interested to see
Muslims versus Jews.
Okay, weigh in. Yeah, we're picking that big question. I don't know if
is that what it is?
No, Israel is not what Jewish people stand for. That is don't fall into that trap. That's
I don't know.
Anti-Semitism. That's when they get you online.
Oh,
you gotta state we are against Zionism, not Israel.
Oh, yeah. Can you break down the Z for me?
The Z. Oh, wow. We're going to lose a lot of listeners on this podcast, I think. But you know what? I think sometimes you need to scrape the barnacles off the hull.
Jeff texted me before this. We're going to talk about Israel, Palestine.
I want to. I'm just saying people aren't going to like it. But you know what? Sometimes you got to do things that people don't like, Drago.
I think Zionism means
Yeah, what do you think Zionism means?
I think it means something pro-Israel, pro-Israel, but I don't know what that means.
It basically means people think that Jewish people deserve the right to live in Israel because of the Torah. It's basically because our holy book says it. We're allowed to live here.
So that's why
you've been here for a while, but that was our house 2,000 years ago.
Wow.
That's basically. I mean, of course, I'm sure people will quibble a little, but that's basically what it is.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. That's pretty cool. We could also be like, we're all from Africa and go back to Africa.
Does this
reverse?
Is this a little bit like British v or New Americans v Indians in like the 1600s?
It would be like if the Native Americans came to your house and were like, let's say the Ojibwa Indians were like, we used to live on the shores of Lake Michigan, Alex. Can we live in Northbrook?
And you'd have to be
like, maybe. And we can all admit that's kind of ridiculous if they would do that. So maybe you could draw a conclusion. We're not going to say it out. You guys have to pick the analogies.
If Native Americans tried to come to my hood and then caused a ruckus,
they'd be like, that Culver's, that was an ancestral mound for us. Our forefathers were buried there. We used to go to Culver's, and
then they just cut off the heads of my neighbors. I would make a post.
I probably would post about that.
I'd post about
some of the methods may not be
the people
savory.
of Northbrook have the right to defend themselves.
And I bet a lot of people in Northbrook have been posting similar things.
Those first few days, dude. A lot of people I know are
I bet you've heard some virulent posts, some kind of wild ones.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing.
You said they've been walking it back recently?
Well, I think a lot of celebrities have.
Yeah, a lot. Oh, did you see Justin Bieber? He's such a lot.
Didn't Amy Schumer say some shit?
Amy Schumer posted something that's one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen.
Did you see this column?
Okay, I actually screenshotted it. We can read it. It's absolutely insane. She posted this meme. This is, if you're still listening, this is where you would probably stop in the pod after this. She posted this. It's a Jewish star. It says, "First they came for the LGBTQ and I stood up because love is love. Then they came for immigrants, and I stood up because families belong together. Then they came for the black community, and I stood up because Black Lives Matter. Then they came for me, but I stood alone because I am a Jew."
What the hell?
Amy, what are you talking about? The entire world media is with you. What the hell? This has got to be the best. I mean, everyone's on their side. That's insane.
Israel's retaliation being broadcast?
Oh, it's so they literally just had a clip of Anderson Cooper. They're editing the propaganda live, folks. It's kind of wild. We're gonna lose so many listeners. This is amazing. I love this, honestly.
Hey, man.
And you know what? You guys, we
can't talk about fucking every.
We can't talk about dating every episode.
I do.
We will. We'll do about 5 more minutes of this, folks. And the more the Patreon. Probably we should have done more on the Patreon. But you know what? We like to live dangerously. Make sure to join the Patreon to hear the rest of the Israel Palestine discussion.
I'm headlining Zany's December 17th.
And he's headlining Zany's December 17th. And we're gonna pick a winner in Israel Israel Palestine. We're betting money on it. Vegas is taking odds, and you know what? When it's 15-1 odds, you go with the underdog, folks.
Palestine is plus 600 right now.
Plus 600. We're parlaying it with the civil war in Yemen. We're gonna make a lot of money, folks.
Yeah, get on FanDuel.
I got about 1,000 on the Houthi rebels and 1,000 on the Palestinian rebels.
Promo code "You Are an Idiot."
Promo code Gaza Forever. What was I rating again? What was I talking about again?
Amy Schumer. Anderson Cooper.
Yeah, Anderson Cooper. There was earlier today, folks. Israel bombed a hospital. 500 people died, but it's just that's just what good guys have to do, folks. Sometimes war is about who blows up the most hospitals, and they're winning right now. So if you're keeping track at home, but
if this gets us demonetized,
no, wait, what? We're just saying what happened. It was on CNN today. I saw it on CNN. Then Anderson Cooper's he's doing a little report, and he's like, "We've just heard that 500 civilian casualties. 500 casualties have occurred at a hospital in Gaza." Editing it live just to make it seem like they weren't civilians huddling in a hospital for warmth. It literally did it live. He's like, actually, not civilians, but they were.
What the fuck?
Pretty wild stuff. Justin Bieber posted a picture of "Pray for Israel," and it was a picture of bombed out Gaza. He didn't even know. And Susan Sarandon posted a picture of like people looking up, and she's like, "Terror comes from the skies. We stand with Israel," because like they're shooting rockets, and it was Palestinian children looking up at an Israeli airstrike.
Oh my god!
And she took the post down after a couple hours.
Oh no!
Sacha Baron Cohen also came out pro-Israel. "You're a huge fraud, and I don't respect you anymore." Okay, let's talk about your dates, Alex.
Well, here's the thing about this stuff. Well, okay. Let me ask a question then. Here.
I would love it.
The Izzies.
We love it. We love Israelis. They're great people, beautiful people. Their
Jews.
government stinks. Yeah.
Let me ask this.
Yes.
They might feel like they've been through a lot.
I agree. I couldn't agree more. Yeah.
So
violence with violence, never a good idea.
It would be pretty like, I don't know. I feel like I can see where maybe some people are coming from.
I can see where the anger goes. I think they're manipulated by the media, and I don't think it's most people's fault. It's hard to find real news, and I understand why people fall for it.
When America got bombed on 9/11,
it's the Israeli 9/11. It's the same playbook being used, folks, to justify war.
I remember 9-year-old me was very much eye for an eye.
I was pretty, but yeah, I was like 10 years old. Like, let's kill every Afghani person. That is, I get it.
I had no idea what the context was.
We were also 10 though, folks. So.
And that's,
keep that in mind.
I haven't gotten much smarter. But.
He's gotten a little smarter. Oh, yeah. They just stabbed a Palestinian kid in Chicago. Did you see that?
Come on.
A 6-year-old Palestinian kid was killed because this guy thought all Muslims were trying to kill Israelis.
Oh, my God.
This guy went crazy from conservative talk radio and stabbed this 6-year-old Palestinian kid in like near where you grew up. It was in Chicago suburbs. I don't remember which one. Could you look up what suburb that was, Colum? Where the Palestinian kid was. This is not funny.
I had a friend from home send me the last Friday send me the post where it's like, don't go on the New York City subways. Like,
because it was Jihad Friday. If you thought a Jihad Friday was going to happen, you are one of the dumbest human beings to ever walk this earth. That is embarrassing.
Even
the propaganda guys were like, I don't think they're going to buy this one. And everyone's like, oh, really? Jihad Friday?
Yeah, it was.
How fucking stupid are you?
It was wild. The people were sharing.
Were people actually like scared? I was gone. I was traveling. Was that actually a fear?
I got that text from a friend, but people some people in New York that I followed were a couple girls that I had followed.
They think Hamas is like a very poorly armed. Like, there's no way. They're like poor.
Yeah.
God, that's so crazy. The people, you actually knew people who were like, don't go on the subway today. It's going to be dangerous.
Yes.
And not a thing happened. I mean, if you fell for that, folks, I'm sure you think there are weapons of mass destruction and we'll find them one day.
Yeah, it's
kind of insane.
That was Bridgeview, Illinois.
Bridgeview, Illinois. Where's that? How far away is that?
It's like an hour away from
it's pretty far from you. Oh, it's different. Okay, that's not your people. That's not Northbrook, Illinois.
Northbrook,
Illinois, good.
I think Northbrook's fine. Honestly, man, growing up where I grew up, I think it would be I wonder like what the atmosphere is like there, because I grew up in not a predominantly Jewish, but it was like probably 30, 40.
Isn't where you grew up near Skokie?
Oh, I mean, yeah, dude.
Yeah, which is like that's like that. My best friends from.
I mean,
Skokie,
my whole like 7th grade year was going to bar mitzvahs. And
I
shit
know.
like that.
I love a bar mitzvah. Bar mitzvahs are amazing.
So
it's not anti-Jewish; it's anti-Israel, folks. Yes, bar mitzvahs are amazing. Judaism.
I should have
probably the best religion.
I should have made that post. I should have been like, whatever happens, I fucking love bar mitzvahs.
Didn't you get your first boners? Isn't that where you learned how to grind?
Yeah, dude.
At bar mitzvahs? That's cool. Can't we all agree on that? Can't we all agree on that?
Jewish women were vital to my sexual
Just have
awakening.
a Palestinian guy grind on a hot Jewish woman, a Jewish guy grind on a hot Palestinian woman. End this tomorrow. Get a couple boners in you from the other race you hate.
Yeah.
It's all love, folks. It's all blood rushing to your penis.
Before we move on, do you have any predictions on what the fallout's going to be?
Oh, wow. I think the death toll is going to get so absurdly high that a lot of the world's going to turn against Israel. I think they're going to go too far.
Really?
Just like we did after 9/11.
Because their president's brutal, right?
Their president is like basically saying we're going to destroy every building in Gaza. He's like, he just tweeted today, this is a battle between the forces of light and the forces of darkness. We will prevail.
Star Wars shit.
Yeah, it's like, what are you, Emperor Palpatine, dude? Like, Jesus Christ. I think it's going to be one of the greatest humanitarian crises of the modern era.
Are they going to call it a genocide at the end?
I think they will
I think it's probably plus 150 that it's going to be called a genocide.
That will take a while because those things take time, but it probably is. I
wonder how many Patreon members
I think we honestly have cool people who understand what we're saying. I think they understand us. I think
didn't you get some replies?
Oh, I got some brutal replies.
Do you want to go on and talk about those?
I deleted Instagram, so I don't know if I have them exactly, but I got a few that were like, chinned pedo. Of course you support those fucking terrorists. Of course, this was before a hospital was bombed, and who are the real terrorists? But maybe it's terrorists fighting terrorists. What was the one I said?
What you text to our group because some girl like just like reamed you out in like paragraphs, and you just said thousands of Palestinians killed like every year. Bye.
Oh yeah. I did that too a lot. Bye. I got a little in my bag, folks. It's something I try not to do, but every once in a while I like to get in a good argument.
Did you lose
online.
any followers from posting?
I lost about, as of now, 500 to 700 followers for posting about it. Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what? Bye. Not actually that much. Honestly, I don't give a shit. People are stupid.
Damn.
You don't want anyone who wants everyone to like them is a hack. Those are bad artists.
That's true.
If you don't believe in anything, if you want everyone to like you, you suck at what you do.
You gotta make some people mad.
You gotta make some people mad every once in a while, and I won't do it again soon though, because it was tough watching the numbers plummet.
Yeah, he lost 200 followers when he posted his cum clip. So.
Yeah. That I'll gladly do that again. Anything for the pod. Anything for the pod. Any press is all press is good press. So Drago, what's your final take on Israel Palestine before we close this chapter of the pod?
It seems like Palestine.
We'll go more in depth historically in the Patreon, but I think we've done enough on the normal pod episode.
Yeah, it seems like Palestine has some. They got a pretty good case, but.
But what they did also was wrong. We can agree with that too.
Yeah, it seems like
you should be allowed to enjoy an EDM festival in peace. I don't know why you'd want to go to an EDM festival, but it's allowed to happen.
Yeah, it seems like I honestly, my takeaway, honestly, I'm glad I'm on the sidelines. I'm fine being on the sidelines.
You're glad you don't have a dog to fight.
I'm glad
when it pops off in Serbia again. Are you gonna become a nationalist?
No, because I think Serbia also is like fucked up for how they act.
But that will happen in the next 10 years. There will be a war in Serbia.
Of course, dude.
Yeah, and you're gonna have to be the guy like You're gonna get like left pilled. Like blue pilled. You're going to turn hard leftist.
Serbians are retarded. It's so dumb, man.
He's allowed to say that. It's his own people.
Yes.
It's his own people. The R words, I mean.
That's the
Serbians.
I think, yeah, you can't just think that where you're from and your people are perfect, you know?
Wow, Drago. You know what? That's actually an incredible point. I think that more people should know that. Just because you're whatever
I'm not
group
saying
doesn't mean that group is right.
That's not me saying that Jewish people are like, should realize that too. I'm just saying, you know?
No, I think everyone should realize that. There are no heroes, folks. It's just life. It's not a fucking Marvel movie.
Yes.
Anyone who thinks there's good guys or bad guys in war is so stupid. I can't even fathom what your life is
Life
like.
is just a real slow death, folks.
Okay, and there we go, folks. Life is just a real slow death.
That's all we want you to know.
And we'll be in Dallas next week.
Boom.
I'm bringing some incredible
Clap, sound in
comedy.
my heart. I can't wait, dude.
Yeah,
Can't
Dallas.
wait.
5 shows with Drago in Dallas.
Howard-
Then we're in Las Vegas after that. Those ticket sales don't look great, but Dallas, I think they're all going to sell out.
Oh, really?
I think
Dallas looks good?
I think Dallas is going to be 4 sellouts, possibly 5. Vegas could be a humbling experience, folks. Vegas. If you know anyone in Las Vegas, tell them to come.
I actually know a couple of people in Las
Apparently,
Vegas.
Carrot Top's performing that night, so no one wants to come to my shows.
It's going to be tough to battle that guy.
The joke is that Carrot Top performs every night in Las Vegas, folks. Just a little one for the Vegas.
Does he
end.
really?
He does like 5 nights a week in Vegas. Yeah, he's a residency. That's what they do.
How much
Like
does he
Cher
make?
I think Celine Dion. I bet Carrot Top makes $10 million a year at least. I don't know. I would know how long he does it every year. I guess.
I bet his show rocks.
Yeah, I bet it's absolutely amazing. I've seen clips of him. He's funny.
Yeah.
It's just like he brings a chest on stage with props in it, and he just pulls them out. They're like little things he made.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I took the pen from the bank, and it's a pen with,
Man.
I got this free pen at the bank.
How funny would it be if fucking Carrot Top came out and like made a stance on this, on the Palestine?
I bet he did. Every celebrity said pro-Israel something. Yeah,
Damn.
probably did. I bet he's virulently Zionist.
Have you gotten into any real arguments with people about this?
Online, I got into a bunch. There was one day where I kind of fell apart, folks. I got into about 15 to 20 simultaneous
Who'd you get
arguments.
into it with?
Not like people I know, just like people DMing me.
Oh, you were just going back and forth?
Just like with random people. I just was like, I had a demon in me, and I'm not going to do it again. It happens every like 3 years. Yeah. And one guy was like, had tickets to see you in Kansas City this weekend, man. Will you at least denounce Hamas? He said, I will come to this show if you denounce Hamas. And you know what, folks? I did it. I denounced Hamas because Hamas is not Palestine. They're different, folks.
Boom.
Just like Israel is not all Jews. It's called nuance, folks.
Yes.
Try it out sometime.
In other news, I fucked this weekend.
I was going to say the thing we can all agree on Israel Palestine, it's all the British fault.
Oh.
Everything in the world is Great Britain's fault. Our guy Colin producing today, Irish man, he knows it more than anyone. Irish people very pro-Palestine, folks. Why might that be? Interesting, something to think about.
I have no idea why.
Do you
that
actually
might be.
not know? Are you serious?
I'll say this. I just think it's cool. I do
you
think
not
it's
know
cool.
why like Ireland historically and Palestine have been very supportive of each other?
Here's the thing. I think
Do you not seriously not know why?
Of course, I don't know why.
You can't even fathom a guess.
Irish people, they write good books, so they're well written. That means they're well read. That means
Okay.
they probably know stuff politically.
Okay, that is probably a slight part of it, but there's a big historical reason. Remember the Troubles?
Irish
We taught you
people-
about the Troubles one episode, remember?
Oh,
In
yeah.
Ireland, what were the Troubles?
I forget.
You don't remember at all? Remember
I forgot.
U2? They're all like, Sunday, Bloody Sunday. He's got the glasses on, everyone hates it. Remember? Britain and Northern Ireland. Is Ireland one country or two?
Oh, there's two countries.
There's two countries but the Irish would like the whole island of Ireland to be theirs.
But you guys hate them that much, huh, Colin?
They hate the British. Colin, can you pipe in here?
Yeah. Historically, they hasn't been a great relationship, but all that's kind of put to bed now. We've all moved on.
They've kind of moved on.
The message is there is peace out there, folks.
There's
do
hope.
you know-
There's
so
hope.
There is hope around the corner.
Do you guys hate the British because the British also like tried colonizing a bunch of people?
No, they colonized Ireland.
Pretty much every country that's been colonized supports, Palestine.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm sure.
'Cause
I'm
British-
sure a lot of Indians.
The British for a while were kind of taking over. They kind of really did some damage out there.
You
right?
could pretty much go to any country in the world and you look around, you're like, why does this place suck? They'd be like, the British were just here.
Yeah.
Brits just packed up like 40 years ago and said, figure it out, Kenya. Figure it out.
They went to Africa, man.
Where do you think, I actually would love to know where you think Great Britain's colonies were. Where were their colonies?
I remember from the Disney movie The Color of Friendship that there was this, I think it was about apartheid in South Africa.
Apartheid in South Africa. Many could learn from how that might relate to Israel and Palestine.
Why, if you're British, why are you going down there? Why are you going it's too far, dude.
It's very far away.
So
That's
fucking
true.
far.
India's pretty far too. They went there, yeah.
Way
the
too
British
far.
are willing to travel. They're willing. When you have the food that the British eat, you're gonna want to go somewhere else. Okay.
You going that far? You going that far to get a spice?
They haven't had good food their whole lives. Like, yeah, we'll go all the way to India. Why
I wouldn't
not?
go to India. Like, I mean,
You won't fly to India.
I won't fly to India.
You won't fly to India. The British took an 8-month boat trip to India.
What's that all about? Why do you want to be? Why do you want to? You can't.
You want to fuck? They wanted to fuck non-white women. That's
Also,
what it was all about.
those people are probably smart. They know how to take over stuff. You got to learn from history that like you can't take over the whole world, dude.
They did.
Oh, really?
Britain is the largest empire of all time by far. It's not even close.
Alexander the Great?
Not even close.
Genghis?
Not even. No, not close. No. In terms of, they had India, half of Africa, a decent amount when it had America and Canada too at one point.
But you got to know it's not going to last. It's not going to last. It's not going to last.
Nothing gold can stay, folks.
Nothing lasts.
Nature's first green is gold. Her hardest hue to hold. Robert Frost, everyone.
Hey, London. Back up.
Well, they lost their whole empire. Now it's kind of our thing. Haha, beat ya.
They suck.
Fucked them up. Yeah. So you remember the Ireland and Great Britain owned Ireland. They fought a freedom fighter, some would say terrorist campaign. I choose not to, against the British. They bombed the British. Like
was that a religious thing too?
Yeah, Protestants versus Catholics mostly.
Really?
Wait, Ireland's Catholic, right? And the Protestants are Northern Ireland, right?
Yeah, well, the British would have been the Protestants. And
the British are the Protestants.
Northern Ireland, or North of Ireland, if you want to be.
Oh, is that what you say?
I don't.
But some people would.
I have been told I'm ignorant before.
Is there something you can say regarding that war or regarding that shit in like an Irish bar that'll get you punched, actually?
Probably a lot of stuff. I don't know.
In Ireland or in America? People in America don't care.
No. I mean, in Ireland. If you're in Ireland, you say some shit. Like, is there anything? If you, I guess there's nothing. There's not like a slur or anything like that. Like that's related to the fallout
I think
of that.
if you said "God save the Queen" in a mean way, I think people would want to punch you in the fucking head.
Okay, so that
really?
Not all the time, but like you're being antagonizing. You know what I mean?
So if you're drunk and you're just like running your mouth and you're already being an asshole, you say "God save the Queen" to the wrong Irish dude, you're getting punched.
Yeah, you probably smack you in the face.
That's kind of tight.
That's fun.
That's kind of
fun.
cool.
Yeah,
that's kind of cool.
I'm into that. Yeah, what's the big parade that every year there's like the Orange Day, or what is that called?
Saint
in Belfast. There's like a big parade every year, and there used to be like fights when it would happen. It doesn't really
Saint
happen
George
anymore.
Is it Saint George's Day? Maybe?
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember. I was there in Ireland when it happened. They were like, "Oh my god, we don't know what's gonna happen," but absolutely nothing happened.
Wow,
it's like 2010 or something.
Yeah, if this is your first time,
they had a peace accord in the 90s. So,
this is your first time listening to the pod. It's a little bit. This is a heavier episode.
People like this. People always message. They like this. They want to get to know you, learn about the world. Folks.
Well, you'll know that I don't know
can't all be
much.
dating and come every week.
Gotta come.
We'll be back to come next week. We're getting a little. I think we've got the Palestinian traffic reporter. It's one of the best bits in pod history.
The Palestinian traffic.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long ride to daycare, folks. There's a burning tank on Highway 35. Gonna be tough to get your child from daycare. School is in session, though. Learning never stops, folks. Don't worry, the Israelis will not blow up a school. They only blow up hospitals, folks. They're the good guys, after all. Only hospitals, never a school. We draw the line at schools.
Do you want to answer some questions?
I would love to answer some questions. What do you got?
How about this one from? Let's go on.
Remember, who can answer questions, Drago?
People who subscribe to the Patreon.
People who subscribe to the Patreon. We actually had and remember, a $10 tier. What can they get now, Drago?
Two free tickets to either of our shows.
2 free tickets to either of our shows. You hit up on Instagram. We'll get you tickets. 2 or 3 people have already done this, and I have gotten them tickets in Kansas City, Minneapolis, and I can't remember the other one.
Let's go.
And you just say, if you just type Genghis Khan into the message, then I'll respond to it. Otherwise, I probably won't. Napoleon, Genghis Khan, maybe even Free Palestine. That might get a response. And
me too.
And Israel has a right to defend itself. Will also get a response as well. They will all get responses. Yes. Izzy versus Muzz. Just send that and we will respond.
We'll see it.
So give us this question, Dragon.
Also, to Sean Atwater, he messaged us. He said he might build me or might
might give you a guitar.
He might send me a guitar. Sean, if you're listening, my guy.
That's huge, Sean.
Honestly, I'll Venmo you. Send it over, man. Let's talk, dude. Respond to my DM, please.
We love that. Get him playing guitar again. It's insane that you think you're better than me after not playing for over a year.
It's true.
It would be embarrassing.
Give me 1 week back in the set.
1 week? Okay, your fingers will be
you.
bleeding. You'll be like, ouchie, I can't even do a C chord.
Question from Madeline. Actually, let's go from
Wow, stone cold to Madeline.
All right, Madeline Crawford.
Jesus Christ.
Madeline Crawford. If someone wanted to sleep with you, but they said they were in an open marriage, would you seize the opportunity, or have you found yourself in a similar situation?
I have not. I have not had quite as much sex as you might think I've had.
Mm-hmm.
I know I give off this air of an international playboy, but I mostly keep my come to myself, Madeline. I would, if I didn't have a girlfriend, and of course, why? Open marriage? That's great. There's literally no chance they'll get too attached to you. Yeah. It's no consequences. Of course you get involved.
The girls I've hooked up with who are in relationships have not been open. I have been the bad guy every time.
Wait, how many times have you hooked up with a girl who had a boyfriend? How many? Are we talking single or double digits?
We're talking probably
double.
We're talking probably 4 or 5.
Oh, 4 or 5. Recently? What's the last?
No. This is like probably 2 in college, 1 in high school.
Did you ever?
Probably 2 probably in the last.
Have you ever cheated on anyone?
Never cheated.
There we go. I love that. Me neither.
Not a cheater, folks. That's where my anxiety comes in real good.
Or has a girlfriend cheated on you?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Now what
I heard about Squeeze. Just kidding, but now it's planted in his head forever.
No, but yeah, if I do that shit, I have a guilty conscience.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. It's called a conscience. Yeah,
there was one college girlfriend. We went on breaks and da.
Oh, but that doesn't count.
Those waters were muddy.
They were muddy. So what's the most memorable one of you being the side piece? You were the side chick.
This girl was dating a football player at Boston College, and I was like, I remember talking about it, and I was like, are you guys broken up? And she was like, kinda, not really. I was like, what does that mean? She's like, we're not yet broken up.
Wait, you were to a football player. You could have got beat up.
I was like,
oh wow.
I was like, what's he like? Is he like? I don't.
She's like, he's the punter. You're like, oh, I'm not scared.
She literally said, she goes, if he finds out, he'll kill you.
And you got rock hard.
I was like, yeah, we should fuck again. No, but it was really
you still hooked up with her after that? Who's the football player? We can't say. Was he like
only later on, after they broke up?
Oh, so this didn't happen while they were together.
No, they were together.
Oh.
And then I waited for them to actually break up.
Oh, wow. Incredible.
This was months
I would have
later.
loved you trying to duck out of parties when a tight end comes in.
Do you know what she did? She came to one of my parties that I had and pulled the left her jacket back at my place. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, so she could come over to see you?
So she left with her friends and was like, oh, forgot my jacket.
And came back for you.
For the D.
God, but you
didn't.
D. Wow. What do women see in you? I just don't get it.
At the time, I was an athlete. I was a college athlete.
Right.
That's all you really need.
I mean, I've had some of the greatest hour-long sets of all time. Women never leave the club and they're like, I forgot my shoe in the showroom.
I forgot my shoe in the showroom.
I couldn't think of anything there, folks. My brain kind of malfunctioned.
But yeah, I mean, when you're early, probably the first 3 or 4 years in Chicago, there was a couple girls who were one had a long distance boyfriend, so
Doesn't make it any worse.
So she
or
was
bad-
like,
any better, I mean.
he's coming to town like next week. We can't see each other for a little bit, and I was like, that's fine, no big deal. Don't sweat it.
Did you look up the guy?
Yeah.
Wow, is he a
It's
loser?
always so weird when you're like, damn, like he's texting her too right now. You know?
Oh my God. He's saying, love you, babe. Good night. And you're like, oh, I'll hang out with you next weekend.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm like,
that's kind of
I'm coming over.
Alex.
But I really was. So I didn't do that. Yeah, like
You're a bad man. I love it.
I was probably 24 for one. And I was probably 26 for one.
And now you're 30, 31.
Now I'm 31,
Okay.
and everything's fine, and everything's
he's
good.
moved past that phase in his life, but he was a real home wrecker, though.
I guess no, but like you know, if the girl tells you when the girl's telling you, here's what they don't say about being on the other side of that.
Okay, here's the justification.
When the girl is like, yeah, like it's not going well, like we're about to break up, you believe it, like you know what I'm saying? They're
telling you that for a reason.
I know.
They're not mentioning that for no reason.
Am I supposed to say, like, show me your texts of you and your boy? Record the breakup and, like, give me the audio of you telling him that it's over. No, you just go, oh, okay, like, I guess they're breaking up, it's over, or they're broken up, or they're about to be, so
I'm
fuck
going to
it,
need
whatever.
audio of you and your last 3 boyfriends confirming that you have broken up. I'm
Right.
going to need to hear that before we hook up
When you're on the
tonight.
other side, when they're texting you, you're just like, okay, I get she's probably got it figured out. You know, and
Women see me and they're like, I think me and Tyler will figure it out. I bring couples together. They're like, it's not that bad, babe.
Yeah,
It's not that bad.
They came up to you after the show. They're like, "We actually used to be open right before this,
we've
and
decided we need each other.
We decided to be exclusive.
We saw the weak little beta energy you're sending on stage.
Yeah, you made
me realize that he's pretty hot. He's assertive. Derek's assertive.
Yeah,
he believes in himself. Oh
yeah.
my
Being
God.
a dentist is cooler than I thought.
Yeah. Being a dentist is cooler than bombing in Tacoma.
Yeah.
I didn't bomb in Tacoma. I cried.
But yeah, I think the open relationship thing is totally fine after coming
yeah,
from
of
where I'm
course.
coming from.
I think we're gonna learn more and more that open relationships are the way that the world should be. Probably.
Ooh, that's tough, bro.
I think
way.
monogamy does not work in the long run. I don't know.
I know.
I'm skeptical.
I think that's also true. I think relationships should have like a 5-year, cap, maybe 10.
Yeah, maybe like February is like what's that movie where we're for 24 hours? Everyone, The Purge. February is like a purge. You can fuck whoever you want.
I can't do
then
it.
you go back.
Oh,
for relationships, for dating.
It's like you
get 5. You get 5 in February.
I can't do it, dude. I couldn't take it.
What? Why? Your jealousy?
Yeah,
coming back over.
Yeah. Like you see your girl after the February purge, and you're just like, who
gives a shit?
The thing
I'd be like, finally, someone made her come.
The fucked up thing about the ego too is that you're just like, doesn't matter how many when you like, it doesn't matter how many people you get with. If they get with like one person, you're just like, fuck.
I used to think that. I'm over that. I don't care anymore.
Oh, really?
I used to be like that.
You've been meditating on it?
I
clown.
just don't care about it. That just doesn't bother me like it. Like it used to. I don't know.
Breathe for 20 minutes every morning, and now I don't care if my girlfriend.
I found out that Bobby Knight, when we first started dating, had hooked up with someone I knew like 5 years before. It bothered me for about 12 hours, and then never thought of it again.
Yeah, but that's 5 years before.
That's still the same idea. It's just like, who cares?
No, what we are talking about is you and your girlfriend taking a break and then coming back together.
It's not a break. You can still be dating them that month. They just get that month. That's all past February.
That's
all past February.
I could not handle that.
Yeah,
dude.
you couldn't. You couldn't.
Oh, you could?
I wouldn't probably fuck anyone.
What I do?
That'd be the depressing part. Is it's all past February. I'm getting rejected by everyone in sight.
Because those are the moments where you think you can fuck anyone.
Yes, exactly. And then you get on Hinge and you're like, oh, I am a 5.
Yeah, baby.
I am a 5, and these moles are a little bigger than I thought they were. then people don't really want a pro-Palestine advocate. Free Palestine on my Hinge.
Jesus. On top
I
of
would never do that. That's gauche and lame.
No,
Never do that.
would you put any like
Political thing, never. Well, that's lame.
What about what's the craziest, most outlandish thing you'd have as like a bumper sticker?
As a bumper sticker? In college, I would have probably had one of those coexist bumper stickers.
You're so fucking
I wouldn't do
lame.
that anymore. I think it's lame, but I think I had a poster in my room that said coexist.
Well, that's why you didn't get laid.
I think there were many other reasons. The Simpsons pajama pants were probably near the top of the list.
You did not have a coexist.
I
poster.
did have a coexist poster, probably freshman, sophomore, maybe junior year.
That's worse than like the Pulp Fiction poster.
I didn't have Pulp Fiction, but I had a lot of posters. My
Fight Club?
ball was covered in. No, I didn't. I wasn't that type of guy. I wasn't like that. But I had like Muhammad Ali. I had Muhammad Ali, a big one of Muhammad Ali.
I had that
said,
too, yeah.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Yeah.
It was like the size of a door, and it was on my door.
And he was stinging like a bee, folks.
I was stinging like a bee.
That's Stinger.
Don't even. What do you mean by that? Do you even know what that means in this scenario?
No, but I was talking about. I was saying you have a tiny dick.
But bees. People are afraid of bees. Yeah.
Not afraid. I am definitely afraid
I bet
of
you
bees.
would run a mile if a bee was around.
I got a fly swatter reach that I've been getting them in my. Okay, let me ask one. Let me ask one more. Oh, this one's good.
Yeah, get another
Soviet
question.
cause.
Soviet cause. Oh yeah, he just joined, I believe. That's why he's able to ask questions.
For Geoffrey, what's your advice for a first date?
Oh, I saw this one. What was
Alex, what is your best study advice?
Okay.
Great question,
Very
Soviet.
good. A two-pronged approach, Soviet. I respect that. I like the name too, Soviet cause. I think it's a little
K-O-Z.
lefty thing. I like it. Soviet cause, I believe it means.
Soviet cause.
Yeah. First date advice. You're going to want to get drunk. Sorry. I've done it for every first date, and it works.
Like before?
You have 1 to
No.
2 drinks in the hour and a half before the date.
Oh, no.
You eat a good meal beforehand, though, not empty stomach drinking. Never empty stomach drink. Yeah.
Sure.
And then you go to a dive bar. You always go to a dive bar. If she needs fancy things in life, she sucks. People who need nice things are losers. That's first date nice thing. That's lame. Fancy place is the third date. You don't go first date fancy cocktails.
I think
That's
dive
crazy.
bar's fun for like maybe like dates 3 to 5.
I mean, I don't mean a dive bar with like demented Vietnam vets in it. It's like a fake like hipster dive bar. That's what I mean.
Like a cool dive.
Yeah,
bar.
cool. Not like a dive bar where they're like having bingo night across the hall and they like have like 95 American flags hanging around. Like not that dive bar.
But I think
I want a hipster dive bar. Yeah.
Okay.
They got like a nice $4 Blue Moon special or whatever.
Ooh.
I don't like Blue Moon, but that type of bar, yeah.
Okay.
I think that's good. And I think
I had about 8 Blue Moons after a column show a few months ago, dude. Those were awesome.
Blue
dude.
Moon is not
Blue Moon
That is a bad drink.
in the summer, dude. Electric.
That is for
electric
complete
beer.
simps. Blue Moon
You're
is
crazy, dude.
Trash beer.
In like the middle of July.
Legitimate trash beer.
It's a fucking great beer, dude.
Oberon from Bell's is the only good of those summer beers, but
Montauk Summer's great.
Anyways,
So wait, hold on. So
and
wait,
I think of 4 or 5 funny anecdotes. I think of funny things to talk about. I think of conversation starters. Sorry.
What are you wearing?
I would probably wear one of my sweaters and jeans.
A sweater?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
like
depends the time of year,
like the Twins crew neck?
Yeah, the Twins crew neck. That's a great one. That's a great sweater for a date.
I don't think so.
The Twins crew neck, I would probably shave.
You got to level up by
I'd
like 10%.
shave the day before. See, again, I don't agree. Anyone who would want me to do that, I probably would not be interested in. I don't want them. Just wear a fucking sweater and sweatpants. I don't give a fucking shit. We're either going to have sex later or we won't. I don't care. You don't need to wear a skin-tight cocktail dress to a first date. Like, what the hell?
You got to, I think it's
What are you wearing? You wearing that? You wearing this button-up and a gray shirt?
I would not wear this to a date.
Really?
This
See,
flannel.
I would think that would be fine.
This flannel's good. It's good for shows. I mean, if we've been together for a little bit, I'd rock the flannel. It's a little bit too casual.
I'd wear what I wear on stage to a date. That's what I would wear.
Like a better fitting button down, a nicer button down that I have.
It's good enough for the Comedy Cellar. It's good enough for Phil's Underground Pub.
The Stellar did not book you for your fashion, my friend. Under no circumstances.
But they will unbook me when I wear my... I'm not even going to say the riff. It was going to be really offensive. I chose to take it back, folks.
Okay.
I think it would have lost all our remaining listeners from the Israeli-Palestinian conflict.
Okay, so you're
Discussion
going
earlier.
to take a girl first date to a dive bar in a Twins crew neck.
A twins crew neck and my nice little Sketcher high tops. Yeah. And maybe I would shave the day before.
That
so I'd have a
date
little stubble.
Sucks.
If you're as charismatic as I am, it just doesn't matter if you're a 5 or not, you know? A 6 will go for you, you know?
Okay.
Bobby Knight, of course, is a 10. Of course.
Man, I remember. Do you know what sucks about my?
Yeah, what's your dating advice? No,
I'll
you should
get
do
to
your
that.
study advice.
What sucks about my academic career is that some people say they're like, oh, like I got like B's and C's, but like I just didn't even try. I got B's and C's. Sometimes I really tried, dude.
Oh, that's
Sucks.
sad. Really?
Sucks. I think it's an ick for most people, but yeah.
Wait, what? Were you bad at papers or the tests, or what were you bad at?
I was bad. I remember like just even like reading from the textbook.
Just reading. Oh,
Reading.
he's just bad at the reading.
Retention, all of it. Like sometimes
Wow.
when they were like, oh, you got like study for the test. Sometimes I just had like, especially like for history,
Yeah.
I like didn't know what were the more important things to remember.
That is. You don't know which dates are important.
I'll say this, like, because like some teachers would line it up for you, like here's the things that you have to reread and
Sure.
like know up on, and like give you bullet points. I had one teacher in high school that was just like, the test is like what we've been going over for the last month, and you're just like, I mean, my guy.
Oh, that's good for you.
No, for me that sucked.
Why?
Because there's you don't know what the.
It's just a month. You just cram it in your head, and then it's gone the second the test ends. But
I remember there's a couple kids in class. One kid in class said like, this is way too like broad for you to give us, like this is like what he's like, because usually
he said that to the teacher.
Yeah, usually the teacher would be like, the test is on chapters 8, 9, and 10, right?
Yeah.
Of the textbook, but the teachers was like, the test is based on my lectures from the past month.
Yeah.
And one kid in the class was like, this is way too like broad for you to.
Bitch.
And he was like, he actually had a pretty good like retort. He was just like,
the teacher did, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, if tomorrow you had a test on the spelling of the word cat, and I gave you $1 million, do you think you could pass it? And he's like, yeah. He's like, so what's the
It's
the
something
issue
that
here?
you've learned and should remember.
Yeah, it's like
Nice one, Teach. I like that.
Yeah,
I'm
it's like
into that.
he was like, if I gave you $1 million to pass this test, do you think you could pass it? The kid's like, yeah. He's like, then what are we even talking about?
Okay.
It's kind of true.
Yeah, not bad. Did you ever cheat, Drago?
Yes.
Yeah. How often did you cheat?
As often as I could.
Really?
And I think some teachers knew that I was cheating.
Wait, in college or high school?
High school.
Yeah, it's harder to cheat in college.
College, you're a little bit spaced out a lot.
Yeah. How'd you cheat in high school? Is it fine to say?
I just like, I would wear a hat a lot on days,
What
like,
would that
because it would
do?
cover your eyes.
And then you just be looking at everyone's sheet?
Yeah, and I was tall. Dude, I think
that's what they don't tell you. Tall people, they can also cheat.
Well, now
easier.
that I think about it, I think some teachers for sure were just like, he's
top 5 in the state. He's going to Notre Dame.
Let's not.
So would you not even study, and you would bank it all on like, I'm gonna cheat?
No, that's the thing. I would like, but I knew my studying wasn't good. I would try,
God.
like I would try
Oh
to, and then some things and then one time I cheated so bad on, and I was like getting shit wrong on homework for like the whole month or whatever. And after like we got our tests back, and my teacher, she brought me to the side of the room. She erased my like a whole question, and she's like, do this right now. She's like, figure this out right now.
Because she knew that you cheated?
She knew I cheated. She goes, solve this problem right now. And I was like, oh.
You had no idea.
I was like,
was it math? What type of math?
It was math.
My God.
Yeah, whatever junior year math was.
It's you don't even remember which one it was.
I have no idea. And I was just like, yeah, I can't. She's like, yeah, you fucking cheated.
In front of everyone?
No, to the side.
Oh, thank God. Oh, my God. And then what happened? You got 0?
Yeah, I got a 0.
Yo, wow. And you learned nothing.
No. I mean, what I learned?
I mean, like, do you cheat again a week later?
And from a morality standpoint, no, I learned nothing. if you win 9 times, you lose 1. You're gonna be like, all right. Well, she called me out.
Yeah, you'd still do it. I cheated a couple of times.
I do think some teachers are like, yeah, whatever. He'll just fake. Yeah,
we'll
let him
get a podcast host who can
who
can
can
carry
teach
him.
you too.
Yeah.
He'll relearn this in 12 years.
Yeah. He'll carry him in math. Oh my God, I would love it. It was probably the Pythagorean theorem. All those years ago, you never learned it yet.
I forget what this was, but I was just like, yeah, this is tough.
Can you do the Pythagorean theorem right here, Drago?
I don't think so.
You don't know what it is? Let me just say, I'll even label
A squared plus B squared equals C squared?
Oh, yeah. Well, damn it, I labeled the triangle for you already, so it doesn't matter. Would have you known that's how a triangle would be labeled? The 2 straight ones,
I remember that.
The AB and the C is the long one. What's it called? The long line.
The long line?
Yeah, it's got a special name. You should know this word.
The long line in the triangle?
Starts with an H. I mean, it's the longest side of a right triangle. Oh, my God. Oh, kind of close.
See, do you know what I was going to say?
What?
Hypothalamus, but that's not it.
That is a part of your brain that doesn't work very well.
No.
It's the hypotenuse.
I've been off caffeine for 2 weeks.
That's not why you don't know the hypotenuse. You always have an excuse. He's always like, how could I have known Ireland had a civil war for 80 years? I haven't had vodka in 3 weeks.
Yeah, but I'm not. Yeah, if it's not all clicking, then I don't remember everything. Dude, do you know what just stored up in here? A lot.
Not a lot.
Well, a lot, dude.
A lot of like.
It's just not. Sometimes it doesn't.
It's a lot of like memories of nutting in a blonde woman.
Sometimes I think my brain is like that claw machine, like the fucking thing. It just never gets anything.
Like in Toy Story,
like
the
my
claw.
Like my fucking like the information's there, but the claw just keeps.
It just keeps like going. It just can't quite grab the stuffed Furby.
I know it's in there.
Yeah.
It's in there.
Hypotenuse. Let's put it back in. It's the hypotenuse.
Here's the thing. I do not care.
Yeah, that you're not going to remember.
I simply
But you
don't.
should have. I thought you would have remembered the Irish Civil War. I thought you would have remembered that one.
Yeah, dude.
There's so many good movies about it. I feel like you know history based on movies or music.
I think COVID really, when I got that.
It's COVID's fault.
I think it really zapped my memory.
He doesn't know about the Irish struggle for freedom because of the COVID-19 virus.
Dude,
folks.
I had somebody remind me of. I went to
You really think that COVID wiped your memory?
I went to a wedding, man, and like I was talking about like some college memories. I went down memory lane with one of my buddies, and there were some events that I just completely forgot.
Oh, well, yeah, I forget events. Everyone forgets events of your life. That's like the most terrifying part of life is that we remember none of it. We remember like none of our lives.
I used to pride myself on being a memories guy.
Yeah, once you hit like 27, 28, all those high school things fade away. We've been going an hour. Oh shit, we got to wrap this one up.
Holy shit, we got to wrap.
We got to go into the Patreon where we will further discuss the Israel-Palestine conflict. I actually have a couple more questions about it to Alex, and we're going to go over some new jokes. I think I've written one of the greatest jokes of all time, folks, so let's see if Alex agrees. Drago, what do you got to plug coming up?
Dallas with you, and then
Dallas with me, and then where else? This is next weekend. I'm also in San Antonio afterwards. Tickets are grim in San Antonio, folks. That's all I'm going to say. Remember the Alamo, and remember to buy tickets to my show.
Nothing until Dallas, Vegas, and then I'll plug some, I'll plug some LA shows.
We're also doing LA together.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ. We're doing the Brea Improv together, 2 shows in Bakersfield and Cobb's Comedy Club in San Francisco, folks. I've heard Bakersfield. People keep telling me it's the asshole of California, so I'm excited to fuck it.
Let's
go.
What
I mean? Okay. Also, I have shows in Chattanooga and Arkansas. If you could say I'm not excited for the Arkansas shows, you would be correct, folks. But I'm excited to see the first Walmart. People say it's near the club. So that's what tourism I'll be doing in Arkansas. Drago, we're at episode 97 of You're an Idiot. 8 episodes N-word free, I believe. A lot of pod people came out to the shows. Pretty cool. I got to say, everyone who comes to the show and says listen to the pod, they're cool.
Very cool people.
They're never heckling. They're always having a good time. People who like our podcast are cool people. That's why I don't think the Israel-Palestine thing will lose us many listeners. I think we're good. I think people, even if they don't agree understand what we're saying, and we like
I
that.
thought we were a little too heavy onto it.
Oh
but
my God, the world's ending. We got to talk about it once in a while. We talked about cum for about 35 minutes straight in the last episode. Folks, sometimes life's a little heavier, sometimes it's a little lighter. It all evens out in the end. Good night and good luck. Bye.